half a dozen running. Often racing. Think of God under influence. The two back horses here in the early stages. Prince Amongst Men jump quickly to burn off Golden Fighter, who did get out of the gates very well. Going forward is Bayzid from Bonnie Lad 4. Think of God under influence settles down last of the 6. And as they work along the side by the 700, it's the outsider, Prince Amongst Men, livened up in front for Jade McNaught and settled a length and a half clear. Bayzid second outside of the Geraldton Galloper Golden Fighter, running fourth Bonnie Lad. Trying to come off its heels at this stage, Think of God under influence is going to try and cut the corner to save ground at the 375, and now Bayzid on the outside comes out after Prince Amongst Men. A rails run Golden Fighter. Bonnie Lad let down very quickly though to burn them all off, and inside the 170 it's Bonnie Lad that races clear from them. Bonnie Lad in full flight, Golden Fighter battling. Under influence is getting right out of the ground, charging home. It will be too late however, and Bonnie Lad just won from Under Influence, who absolutely swallowed up the ground in the final stages and has gone down only about a head at the finish. Golden Fighter close up behind those in company with Bayzid, then Prince Amongst Men, and back at the tail of the field is Think of God. Waiting for the numbers here after the running of race number 2. Bonnie Lad, Clint Johnston Porter takes out the second. Under Influence was cutting the margin back dramatically in the final 100 though, and has got very close to Bonnie Lad. Golden Fighter third from Bayzid. The interim placings there posted 2, 5, 3 and 1. Bonnie Lad enjoyed a lovely run throughout by Snippet Son, a 5-year-old. Wins 6 out of 17 and 3 from 4 this campaign. Out of Not So Pretty, a Bletchley Park mare for Adam and Jeff Durant, trained by Adam on the Metro Trainers Board nice and early, and Clint Johnston Porter equally so on the jockeys list. Takes out race 2, Under Influence by Caravaggio, out of Tipsy Moment by Redute's Choice, trained by Dan and Ben Pearce, handled by Chris Parnham, and third going the way of Golden Fighter by Suburg from Soldadira. Sean Rains in Geraldton prepares, Brad Parnham in the saddle. And margins were a short head by a length and a half. 60.25 the time, and the last 635.34. Bonnie Lad had had enough at the end of the race, you could tell, and Influence would have won no doubt with another stride the way that it was finishing off. But the post has come in the nick of time for Bonnie Lad, and it continues its very good form, and particularly so here at the short course. 8 runs now over the 1,000 for 4 wins and a placing. The next event, the Tab Touch West Speed Platinum Handicap over 1,400. Number 4 has been taken out. That is King Cartel. As we head down now and join Lockie Taylor in the yard, and the Durant stable on the board here with the city winner in the new part of the season.
Absolutely, Darren. Bonnie Lad continues his good form this campaign, and long-term stable foreman Jason Miller joins me now. Jace, Bonnie Lad, this horse, it's been a little slow to the uptake in terms of really hitting his straps, but now with a little bit of time as a 5-year-old in this new season, he looks like he's putting it all together.
Yeah, look, he's racing in good form. His win last start was pretty impressive. He's got a good little kick on him for about 200 or 300, and that's probably about it. But let down well today. Looked like the winner on the corner, and probably late. The other one was just making that little bit of ground, but he kicked well and was strong. So no, he's a good bread and butter horse.
From afar, he looks exactly that. Such a consistent type. He can hold a spot provided he draws a barrier, and from there, as you said, he has a nice turn of foot to complement that.
Yeah, you got to ride him. Look, yeah, barriers do help, but you just got to ride him where he's comfortable, and it's probably tempo related as well. If they go slow, he's that spot closer. They string him along. He's a spot 1 or 2 further back.
Strike now. You'll saddle up in your own right. What do you make of his chances? He's been up for a while.
Been up for a while, but he's racing well. I think it's a very winnable race today. I think it's a pretty even bunch, and I think there's probably you run it probably 5 times, you might get 5 different winners. So, but he's definitely he's done really well. Work's been good, and yeah, happy with him today.
Well done here and good luck later today.
Thank you.
There's Jason Miller representing the Adam Durant yard, and here's CJP catching up with Scotty.
Well, Clint, a bit of a different win to last start. Obviously, in that race, Sky Duke sort of broke them open, whereas today they look like a bit more compact, but he still covered them nicely.
Yeah, it was good. In the run, I got to get off the fence at the 500 and probably just hit the front a little bit early, and that's why he was vulnerable late, but he's just honest and he tries really hard.
Going into the race, was it always your plan to try and get off the inside if it was at all possible?
Not really. It was more so when I lobbed behind the one I did. I was like, oh, I need to get out of here before it stops, and I had an out straight away, so I took it.
Love to have a stable full of these horses that look like they just try.
Yeah, exactly. Having a stable full of these bread and butter horses, that's what pays the bills every week.
Congratulations, mate. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
There's CJP combining with Adam Durant and Bonnie Ladd to take out race number 2 here at Belmont Park.
Dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right,